look who's here already. Freedom Financials here. Jamie, Millie Juice? Barbara Dosso. I have no idea what that means. Here we go. Let's get this started here. Got a bad connection over there on Instagram. Rick, David, Cheryl, Nura, David, Alewine, Michael. How are you guys all doing tonight? What's tonight? Tonight Tuesday? Yeah, tonight's Tuesday, isn't it? All right. Tuesday. The boy Jeffy. What's happening, the boy Jeffy? James Brown, how you doing? Palouche. Dude, I tried calling you again today. Cassie, I tried calling you again today too. Whatever. It's DVA, how you doing? Gmail, Rena. The boy Jeffy, what's happening? Millie Juice, investments. Yep, that's what we're looking at tonight. Tonight we're going to be looking at dividend stock specifically. I was busy. Hey, it happens. You know, not a big thing. At least you know when you did leave your number, I did give you a call. Seiko, how are you? Palouche, lots of noise. I don't know, can't help you out with that one. Anyway, let's get started. It is Tuesday. Tuesday's come and gone. I haven't seen anything yet, so I have no idea what's going on. So we're going to take a look at that a little bit. Yep, I get that. Very busy at job. I understand that. I remember being in the workforce years ago. Hanging in there, Jeffy. Good to hear. All right. Bruno, what's happening? Brandon, nice of you to join us. Just getting started, Brandon. You didn't miss a thing yet. Cardiology guy. How do you deal with being underwater in Kohl's or any stock? Psych, having trouble. Oh. How's Tesla? Bruno, I don't do Tesla. Load-bearing wall behind you. Well, that's fine. All right. Let's keep on progressing. Where do we want to start today? Ooh, someone said something about Kohl's. We're going to take a look at Kohl's. Would you consider painting that wall? Yes, I would. And I appreciate you mentioning it because now I have to go through ideas of what color. So why don't you let me know what you think? Shirley, Glenn, Ricky, Bobby, Bob Boberson. Austin, early tonight, dude. Nice. Is a horrible color. Yeah, I get that. Yellow is a horrible color. But it is what it is. All right. That being said, it is Tuesday, the 24th of September. October's right around the corner. Quarter 4 starts in just a few more days. All righty then. Let's get started. Brian, how you doing? Okay. What do we want to look at this evening? Sorry, this evening. Reg Bruner, how are you doing today? What do we want to look at first? Let's go. Somebody? Anyone? Looking. It's like nicotine stuck on the wall in an old hotel. Really? It just looks like yellow to me. Which stock do you recommend for beginners? Bruno, what I recommend for beginners, just sit, watch, relax, see what's happening, see what's going on, see if it makes sense. All right, cardiology guy wants to take a look at Kohl's. Let's start off with Kohl's first this evening. Kohl's, check it out. First thing I always want to see, where's our high? Where's our low? Where was it a year ago? Where is it today? And what direction it's going. It looks like she's going down. But today looks like a nice up day. All right. Last 30 days. Now, if you didn't know, I like looking at the last 30 days. It gives me an idea of what it was last week, the week before. It lets me know where's it going to go next week. Oh, I got to change my camera. Everything looks backwards. And there we go, much better. All right, did you, oh my, kid, can you get off the color of the wall, please? I mean, seriously, it's a wall. Deal with it. You don't like yellow? I can't help you out. Silly color of the wall. Anyway, Kohl's, let's look at the last 30 days. And the reason, Darbin Lee, how are you doing today? All right, we're looking at Kohl's, KSS. Now, I've had Kohl's for quite a while. It consistently brings me in a nice return every single week. PayPal going to 500, but squeeze coming. Warren Buffett is buying big. Okay, good, lovely. I don't do PayPal. PayPal doesn't do dividends. I don't do PayPal. It's actually that simple. If the company doesn't have dividends, I don't do it. Mama said knock you out. What's happening there, Mama? I don't know if it's a girl or a guy. That's just the name. Mama said knock you out. Interesting name. All right, Kohl's. Last 30 days. Now, the reason I like last 30 days, okay, it allows me to know what's going on last week, the week before, because usually no, I don't do NVIDIA. NVIDIA has a horrible dividend, horrible book value, and it's just, no. Check the numbers. Do yourself a favor and really, really, really check the numbers of NVIDIA, and you probably won't want to keep it. Okay? Check the numbers. The actual physical numbers. If nobody's ever taught you how to look at the numbers for whatever stock you're picking, why the hell are you picking it? Why are you investing something you don't understand? So if you're investing in NVIDIA, you don't understand stocks. Take a look at the numbers of NVIDIA. Okay? No. Seriously, the actual physical numbers. Anyway, 30 days ago, here we are. She shoots up, there's the high of the 30-day period, drops down, retraces, drops down, retraces, drops down. Here's our 30-day bottom Monday. Monday had a 30-day bottom and a big upswing. Okay, today she's higher and kept on going. She actually hit 2040 today. Okay? So, that being said, it gives me an idea where do I think it's going to go in the next 4 or 5 days. Well, look, it's going down, finds its bottom, now it's just going to the upside. That's what stocks do. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. That's it. Right now, she came down, now she's turning around and starting to go back up. That's where I like to buy. Now, I'm not looking for a huge return. I'm just looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Somebody wants to take a look at Abbott Labs, ABT. We'll take a look at it. Hold on. ABT. You're not the only one on the dance floor, brother or sister, whatever. Okay? We're looking at Kohl's at the moment. Now, I like Kohl's. I actually own some Kohl's. Now, the question was, how do I deal with it when the stock goes down? Well, the stock did go down. Here's the 30-day high, and she went down. Now she's turning around, going back up again. MGNI is going to be a no. Sorry, MGNI. Never heard of it, and if I've never heard of it, more than likely it's going to be a no. Jones, thank you for that. Wrong place, though. All right. Do I do REITs? No, I do not. Macy's is a winter. Yes, I know. All right, let's focus. We're on Kohl's at the moment. All right, so 1976, I could buy it for 1982. The 1950s go for 49. That's more than 2%. I like that. The 20s are going for 25, more than 1% also. Please explain. Yeah, no. Sorry, I don't do that. Okay, lovely. All right, so it's Kohl's. I like Kohl's, and if you really like Kohl's, that's the question you need to ask. Is it something that makes sense to you? Okay, here's the high, here's the low. It's going to the upside. Great. The covered call, if I bought it at this, sold it at that, collected this, that's more than 1%. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a safe, predictable 1% per week. And Kohl's gives it to me almost every single week. Target over Kohl's all day. Yeah, okay, fine. It is what it is. All right, Rich Bruno wants to take a look at Honeywell. Okay, I have to admit, I don't know what Honeywell, H-O-N, there it is. H-O-N. What about Coke? Bruno, Coca-Cola pays crappy premiums. Okay, I like Coca-Cola. I do. It's a great company. It's been around for over 100 years. I think 140 years. That's a long time. But the premiums aren't that great. We'll take a look at Coca-Cola, make you feel good. Not that I'm not ignoring what you're asking. It's just that the numbers just don't work. Never has with Coca-Cola. I don't think I've ever traded Coca-Cola. That's weird. Anyway, Honeywell. High, let's go this way. High, low, where was it, where is it, what direction is it going? It seems to be going sideways at the moment. No, that's the overall one-year chart. Okay, next, what are we looking for? Oh, here we go. A year ago, Honeywell's at 189. Wait a minute, wait. Before I even take a look at the chart, I want to take a look at the numbers. 205 is the current price. So the 205 is going for 135. I'm going to stop right there because it's not 1%. Okay? If it ain't 1%, why am I looking at it? I've seen it. I like Honeywell. Just not this week. No, I don't even care what the chart says. Because the numbers don't work. And if the numbers don't work, there's no sense even looking. Oracle. Somebody wants to look at Oracle? I haven't looked at Oracle in a while. Oh, actually, we looked at Oracle on Monday. Yeah, look at that. Too close to the high. See that? She gapped up. Now she's coming down. And she's got this big space here. And here's the bottom right there. Yeah, that baby's going to drop. Yeah, no thanks for Oracle. Now, Honeywell. INTC. Brian. Intel. First thing I always want, where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? What direction is it currently going? Going sideways and to the upside. I like that. Trash stocks for 25 years. Oh boy. I got one of those people on here tonight. Currently, we're at 22.86, so we'll be looking at the 23s. Okay, so if I bought it here, sold the 23s, the 23 is 43 cents. That's almost 2%. If you like that stock. I'm sorry, but my question is, I'm from Brazil, I'm trying to understand American stocks. Okay. Hang out, chill, relax, watch everything that's going on. Okay, what we're doing is trading quality dividend stocks, companies that have been consistently profitable for more than 20 consecutive years. And they share their profits with their investors. Okay, Flock, Nvidia's a no. What has Intel done in since 2000? I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to play those kind of games. You know, I like the company, I like the stock. Here's the high, here's the low, here's the current price. This is what we can buy it for. This is the strike price I can sell it, and this is what I can bring in. That's almost 2%. Number one, it's on my stock list. So if it's on my stock list, I've already done all the work. Oh boy. I got a person on YouTube still going on about my wall. What about the wall? Really? Find something else to focus on. How about a good quality dividend stock? Leave the wall alone. Not nothing to you. The wall, the TV's hanging there. Would be nice to have a moderator here. Yeah, James, it would be nice to have a moderator here. However, okay, James, you're new here. I don't give moderators to people unless they've been with me for a while and I know their communication skills. All right, so Intel, I like it. Numbers look right. Take a look. Here's the year ago, 34.58. We topped out at the end of the year, 51.21. 3M, huh? 3M, got it. Take a look. Oh boy. We bottomed out a couple of weeks ago at 18.30. So the last 30 days, take a look. 30 days ago, we were at 20. Then we dropped down to the 30-day bottom at 18.50. Friday is the 30-day high. She pulled back a little bit, okay? But the close is way down, way here. And then she opened up higher and higher today and yesterday. Intel, even though I'm not going to buy it now because I don't like buying it at a 30-day high. That's just me. Okay, I'll wait for it to come back down before I buy it again. I probably will buy Intel again in a couple of weeks. Matter of fact, I'm going to write it down in my book for 2 weeks. It's already written down. Okay. Seems fishy, James. Oh boy. Someone's getting on about my wall. It's the craziest thing I've heard all day. Holding Intel shares. Cool. Kohl's. Nice. Hershey's. GMAS. Want to take a look at Hershey. HSY. Here we go. Hershey's is in a downtrend. Look at that. Okay, I'm not even going to go through everything else, but we're just going to quickly right to what I need to see. Why waste time on stuff that we're not even going to do, not even taking consideration? James, did you buy any US Steel when it dropped? Yes, I did. Look, here's the 30-day high. Here's the big drop right here. We're going to keep watching it. So I'm going to write it down for the list for next week because we got 3 more days this week. Here's a 30-day bottom here. Maybe it will hit a bottom, turn around, go back up. And if it does, it might be a good contender for next week. So I'm going to put Hershey's on for next week. You know, the funny thing is, I write all these stocks down and you guys never let me get to them. Nice, had no idea it was pulled up. Alrighty. Yeah, let's keep on going. Alan, do I trade or invest? I trade. There's no other way of saying it. Dow needs to get rid of Cisco, Intel, IBM, and Travelers. Okay, could be. I'm not in a position to make that decision, but alrighty. I've been looking at Siri. Let's take a look at Siri. S-I-R-I. Who is that? That's Slick Rick. Oh, Slick Rick. Back again tonight, huh? All right, here we go with Siri. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it currently going? Look at that. From the end of December to today. A nice down. Then she jumps up and then she comes back down again. Now we're bouncing off of this bottom here, but today it looks like a pullback. So let's zoom in and see what it looks like. Is it even worth looking into more? No, it's not. Okay. Great dividend stock. Siri. You like Siri? Cool beans. Well, let's take a look at the last 30 days. 30 days ago, here's our high at 36.50. She pulls back. If she drops down, little pullback, drops down, little pullback, drops down, little pullback. What happened today? Now, it interrupted the uptrend. I hate when that happens because when I buy on a Monday, which was yesterday, Siri was on my list and I did buy Siri Monday. So I have it now and today was a pullback. Well, could she still be coming down? Look at the last 3 weeks. Coming down in the last 3 days, went up, pulled back. What's going on there? Well, we're not going to know until it plays out. It's like a game you're seeing in slow motion because I look at the numbers, you know, so it goes up, it goes down, and we only see the end results in the end of the day. So this is what it did today. Okay, she opened up at 25.50, and then she dropped down to 24.10. Well, that's where she is now. What does that mean? Well, it doesn't really mean anything. You know, Siri, you know, you buy stocks, they go up. You buy stocks, they go down. That's all they do. They go up, they go down. And you make most of your money buying low and then selling when it goes higher. Because when they come down, they go up. They come down, and then they go up. They come down, and then they go up. Well, is she coming down, or is she just an anomaly from the upward trend? We don't know. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow and Thursday. Well, you seem to think that they're consolidating. Well, they could be, but the stock is coming down. Okay, even a third grader can say, oh, look, it's going down. Okay, so I don't know if the big discussion. There is no discussion. It's coming down. Bounced off, coming down again today. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Yes, Walmart has dividends. Yes, they do. Oh, Ohio guy. Everyone loves a comedian. All right, anyway. Calvin Hill joined. Hey, Reggie Bo Jackson, how are you? Mehesh, how are you doing? Al, how are you doing? Pakaris, I haven't seen you for a while. How's it going? All right, Nike, huh? NKE. Nice choice, Nike. Here we go. Here's our high, here's our low, here's where it was a year ago, here's where we are today. Here's the direction it is. It dropped down sideways. Well, now she might be on its upward trend. Okay, well, let's take a look at it. Currently the number is 87.50. The 88s are going for 53 cents. Sorry, I don't like 53 cents on an $80 stock. Sorry, Picaris, can you take a look at AZO? Oh boy, you're right. Even if it's moving sideways, it can only go up or down. Yep, I'm glad you understand that. I thought it was logic, but all right. Anyway, Mo, can you take a look at AZO? AZO. AutoZone, no. How's that one? Okay, Mo, no to AutoZone. See this right here? October, November, December, January, March, December, months. That's a monthly stock. That means they have options monthly. I want options weekly. I don't like monthly. They don't pay the same. Not worth my time. If you like them, more power to you. See where it is? Okay, here's your high. Here's your low. That's where it was. This is where it is. Look at the big move today. It gapped down really big today, but then she shot up. That's about it. Anobi. PGE. Please look at WMS. Oh boy. WMS. Usually when I don't even know who the hell what is, it's usually going to be a no. And this one, AWS, no. Sorry, WMS. Still a no. All right. Anobi wants to take a look at PGE. Isn't that Pacific Gas? No, it's not. It has no options. Sorry, Anobi. All right, Fly Goofy, we already looked at Intel. A little late. Western Union? Does Western Union? Is a monthly. Who said that? Jameen? Jameen, is that right? Jameen? Monthly. No, I don't like monthlies. Monthlies are always a no. The numbers just don't work for me. I like a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Not, you can't get weekly options here because it's monthly. It's either monthly or it's weekly. You can't have both. Chama Sexy. Hey James, what about Colgate Palmolive, CL? CL, there we go. Okay, Chama Sexy, sorry about this, but look where we are. Here's your bottom, here's your high. Here's the pullback, now she's retracing. All right, fine. But at the current price, 103.79, we'll be looking at the 104s. The 104s are going for 45 cents. I'm going to say no. Okay, that's not even 0.5%. There are too many other stocks that will pay more than 1%. Why would I want to go with CL? Not this week. Don't get me wrong. I like CL. SMG. Scott's Miracle Grow. Cool. SMG. No. That's a no. Mo, when I get a chance. All right, AZO, we already looked at it. It's already a no. Sorry, Mo. Inspire me more. How are you doing today? Forgot to give you the symbol, HON. Yep, got it already. Samela wants to look at shot. Safety shot. Yeah, that's a no. It's another monthly. Okay, I have to get me a sign right up here. Weekly options and 20 years of increased dividend. I want a big sign. 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. Only. Please. I feel like I'm in class. Terribly sorry. I send you to the principal office if it makes you feel any better. All right, what other platforms are you streaming on? Well, there's TikTok. I got a TikTok channel over there. I got a TikTok channel here. Got a YouTube channel here. Another YouTube channel down there. Instagram over here. Facebook over there. And that camera over there is turned off at the moment. It was going to Rumble, but Rumble was giving me a little bit of an issue trying to stream. Okay, I also want to try to stream on Truth Social, but they're making that difficult also. right, cardiology guy. Good question. Give me a second while I get on to that. Kick is going to be a no. Sorry, Tup M. Inspired me more. Haven't tuned in much because school started. 2 APs and a college course. Only first 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. You're in college. Oh, I feel for you, brother. Okay? I do hope you pick something, okay, that substantiates the debt that you are creating. Unless, of course, you know, you got a full scholarship and you don't have to pay for it. Anyway, cardiology guy. When you're underwater, just keep selling calls. Yes. Okay, somebody wants to take a look at Kick, and they think I'm going to say yes, but more than likely, it has no options, so it's a no. I don't know why people do that. It's like, if you know a stock, okay, if you want me to take a look at a stock and you don't know anything about the stock, what the hell you want me to look at it for? You want me to validate that you don't know anything about it? Well, yeah. Okay, Kick is a no. Okay, it doesn't even have options. So why are you suggesting me to take a look at it? I'm learning. Oh, you're learning. Okay. Is this a master list of these stocks? Is there? Yes, there is, James. Are you ready? Now, for those of you that are new, for those of you who've never been here before, you ready? I'm going to try and make this quick, as simple as possible. This trading strategy I'm showing you was created for a 9-year-old little girl. When my daughter was 9, she jumped on my lap and said, Daddy, can you teach me how to trade? Yeah, great. So, here's the thing. 9 years old, how do you teach a 9-year-old how to trade? Well, it has to be simple. I mean, that's logical. Simple. Safe. Well, that's logical too. Consistent, profitable, and no way to lose. Well, those are 5 great criteria to fill for a trading strategy. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. Well, that's great. Now I came up with 5 rules in order to make sure she does not deviate. All right? Rule number 1. Never buy something you don't know or you don't understand. So if you're suggesting a stock to me that's a piece of crap and you don't know it's a piece of crap, well, then why are you looking at it? Why are you having me look at it? Number 1, never buy something you don't understand. Number 2, never sell at a loss. Number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. I like 20 years of consistent profits. You go directly to the dividend, and if the dividend is a portion of the corporation's profits that they give back to the investors, that's you and me. If that increases every year, well, logic, reason, and common sense tells me that they have to be consistently profitable in order to do that. Okay, 20 years of increased dividends. Then, weekly options. I want to get paid every week. It's a simple strategy. And then 5, rule number 5. Make sure the numbers work. If I'm going to invest my money, I want to make sure I'm getting a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. What am I buying it for? What strike price am I selling? What premium am I collecting? And is that more than 1%? That's it. And then the chart's going to tell me, is it a good time to buy or not? I don't like buying at the high. Because what if it doesn't go any higher? It's never been to 23, 24, 25 this year. So why do I think I'm so special that considering I buy it, it is going to go to 23? Sorry, I don't play that game. Okay, look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all stocks do. And why do you think they do that? Because each and every week there's something going on in the economy that makes us investors saying, hey, she went up to this point. Well, I want to take my profits. I take my profits and then the stock drops again. And then it gets to a level and then something else happens in the economy and then all of a sudden the stock goes up because now it's cheap. Okay, it goes up, we sell because we take the profit. It comes down because we're selling. And then when it gets to a certain point, okay, once it gets to a certain point, we decide, well, that's cheap. Let's start buying. And then we start buying, and what happens? The stock goes up. It's exactly what it does. Look, all year long. Back in November, it was all the way down to 14. She went up, pulled back. Up, down, 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 up, down. It must have done it at least 40 or 50 times throughout the year. So if you like a stock, and I do, I like AT&T, but I'm not going to buy it way up here. I'll buy it when it drops because of people like me. Because there are a lot of people like me. See a profit? Great. I'll grab it. Thank you. It's not a profit until you take it. And nobody ever went broke taking profits. So if I'm taking a profit, the stock comes down, it gets to a certain point where, oh, this is cheap now. Let me buy some. Turns around and it starts going back up again. It's just common sense. You buy it when it's low, you sell it when it's high. Make your profit, say thank you, I'll see you when you're low again. It's actually that easy. It's adults that make it complicated. Coach Joel, how are you doing? All right, the boy Jeffy wants to take a look at Walmart. Give me a second there, Jeffy. I'll get over there. Just looking for options long term. Yeah, no, I don't do long term anything. Sorry. Long term for me is a month or 2 months. What do you think about Merck? Didn't we take a look at Merck last night? MRK. Merck is in a downtrend at the moment. I like MRK. It is on my list, but see? 30 days ago, we're at 117. She shoots up to 120, drops. Okay, 30-day high, 30-day bottom. There's your profit taking. You at the bottom, people say, hey, it's cheap now. Let's buy some. So they started buying some. Now it's too high. They're taking profits. Now it comes back down again. Now she's in a downturn. It is, if you like the stock, great. But it's not a time for me to be buying it because it's still coming down. Why would I buy it at 117 or 111 if it's continuing to come down? No thanks. I'll wait for it to hit the bottom because you're going to make most of the money buying low and selling high. So you missing out crypto? I'm not missing out on anything. Okay, if I can't go to the store and buy a bottle of water with cryptocurrency, what the hell good is it to me? Okay? If I can't pay my mortgage with cryptocurrency, what good is it to me? Okay. That's so I don't do crypto. So please stop asking. That's all. Just do me a favor. Stop asking. You're in the wrong place. I don't crypto. You shouldn't be here. Okay? Your time, you can do what you want, but I'm not going to be talking about crypto. So you just have no idea. All right. Anyway. So cardiology guy. When you're underwater, you just keep selling covered calls. Yep. What if you get called underwater? Well, cardiology guy, I look at my accounts twice a day. Once in the morning with the live trading group, okay, so I know what's opening up for the day. Okay, so I look at it for the first hour of the day. And then at night with you guys, I look at it again. And I see where is it going today, tomorrow, the next day, and what, see, when we, say, all right, when I'm buying a stock, I want to buy a stock that I want to hold on to long term. So if it goes up, great. If it goes down, well, that happens. But I have no intention on selling it for a loss. That's number one. Now, number two, when I sell options, options is a whole different world, a whole different animal, because there are option buyers, option sellers, and stock buyers. Now, there's three people that come into play when you're talking about stock options and the strategy that I'm doing. Okay, well, you have me. I buy the stock, I sell the option. I am an option seller. You don't go to the store to buy a pop at the tea store either. Okay, oh my goodness. All right. Some of the questions from some of the other platforms throw me off. What was I saying? Shit. Oh, three different people in the equation. I'm an option seller. I sell options. I want to sell it and I want it to go to zero. Okay, I already looked at AT&T. We already looked at AT&T. I'm not going to look at it again. Not tonight anyway. We'll look at it again tomorrow. I'm an option seller. 80% of all options, 80% of all options expire worthless. So why do I want to be an option buyer? I don't, because 80% of them all expire worthless. So I want to be a seller. But you said you can't buy pop with it. No, you can't. The other two people in the equation is the option buyer, because there are people out there that believe in buying options to make money, and it's viable. It works when it works. All right. So the option buyer has a different mentality. All right. So let's take a look at this example right here in front of me. Now let's say hypothetically I buy it at 115 and I sell this option at 72. Whoever bought that option at 72, they are under the assumption of one or two things. One, the stock price will go up enough to make it a good profit off of it. Now most option buyers want to double or triple their money. So if I take the 72 and I double it, that's 144. Well, $1.44. So at the current price, 115, I now have to add $1.44 to it to give me an idea if the stock goes down and the option price increases, or the stock goes up and the option price increases, how likely is that option buyer going to either one, sell his option, or two, exercise his option, right? So the stock has to go up to over 116 just for him to break even. So it all comes down to a numbers game. If you're an option buyer, you want to double or triple your money. Great. You buy it for this price? Well, this has to double or triple before you sell your option. Okay, as an option buyer. Now I'm an option seller. I want to sell it. I want it to go to zero. But an option buyer wants it to go higher and wants to double or triple his money. That's one person who could have bought your option. They're most likely not going to exercise and take your stocks away. But who will take your stocks away is a stock buyer who buys options to get a discount on a stock. Well, what does that mean? Well, if I buy it at 115, I sell somebody the rights to buy it from me at 115, okay, I collect that premium. Well, that person who wants to get it at a discount, right, his break-even point is 115.72. That's break even. Okay, it has to go above that before he breaks even. Then he wants to profit. So what is the current strike price? What is the current stock price? What is the difference between the two, and how much has the option increased in value? And is that enough to entice the stock buyer who bought the option to exercise it and take your stocks away at a lower price? It's all a numbers game. Okay? Now, when that happens, what I usually do, once the stock turns on me and starts going up in the wrong direction and I'm losing money, well, I take my position and I roll it into next week or the week after to buy me more time. Because if the stock goes up this week, well, what do you think it's going to do next week or the week after? Well, after it goes up, there'll be profit taken and then it will come down. And then the value of that option that I pushed out 2 weeks will slowly decrease, going to zero eventually. And that's my ultimate goal, is to sell an option and have it go to zero, or to be called out at the price in which I paid for it in the first place. Long explanation, but I hope that explains it for you. Okay, it's always about the numbers, and you have to keep in mind the three different people in the equation. Oh, wait a minute, fourth person, I forgot about this. If I buy the stock here and it drops, and then I sell a lower strike price, and then the following week it goes up, and the option's not high enough for the stock buyer to exercise the option, but it's still in the money low enough that it has value to it, the market maker will take it over the weekend. So I always look on Friday to roll whatever I have into next week. I either buy it, I either sell it, or I roll it into another week. Because on Friday, see, today's Tuesday. We can do a lot of yes, no's, maybe, what ifs all week long. Okay, so that's what the live trading group is for. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We buy on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we observe our positions. And then Friday at 3 o'clock, well, we jump on to see what is the best play for safety and profitability. Because my number one goal is safety. I'm retired. I do not have the ability to take money, put it aside, and watch it grow. No, I have to work every week. So I get that 1% every week, and that helps offset my bills. That's where my money comes from. And eventually, all you people out here in the audience, eventually, you're going to retire, and your money is going to have to pay for your bills. So be aware of what you're doing with your money. You're either doing it yourself, taking responsibility. Now, I get a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. My trade-off is about an hour a day. Okay, so I'm 60 years old. My new job, because I grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, I went to work Monday morning. I got paid Friday afternoon. This is just me working my own job. My own job now is to take my little nest egg, invest it every single week for a safe, predictable, consistent 1%. That pays my bills. And then on Friday at 3 o'clock, first thing Monday morning, I work for my money. Friday afternoon, I ensure that my money is safe. So at 3 o'clock, we jump on, and then we see what we need to do to move into next week and to be profitable as best we possibly can, because we can't answer the questions of 3 o'clock Friday with the information we have now. Because Wednesday and Thursday, anything can happen. We don't know. But we know what happened Monday. We know what happened Tuesday. Okay, Wednesday and Thursday. Ball's up in the air. Let's see what happens. Okay, we jumped. We have our positions, and we know what our positions are, and we've been following them. Now, I've been following certain stocks for years, so I become very intimate with them. So when I see Merck doing this, okay, great. I'll give it another week or so. Once it hits the bottom and turns around, then I'll look at Merck again and see if it's worth me investing my money in it. Okay? Okay, cardiology guy, I hope that answered the question. That was a long way around. Mickey Lem wants to take a look at Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly. It's a little too high, but, let's take a look. Here's our high. Here's our low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. And it's currently going sideways. But look at the overall position for the year. For the whole year, it's in an upward trend. Okay, now she's going sideways. Okay, fine. Now, be 100% honest with you guys. Eli Lilly's out of my price range. So whatever money you think I have, no, I won't be doing Eli Lilly because I don't have enough money to buy it at $900 a share. My cutoff is $250. And I got no problem telling you guys that. Okay? I also have no problem telling you guys, you shouldn't listen to a damn word I say. Okay? I will tell you stuff. I will read the numbers. Everything I tell you is factual. Okay? These are the numbers. These are facts. Okay? Here's the strike prices. Those are facts. Here's the bid and the ask at this current moment in time. Those are facts. The math is a fact. It's purchase price, strike price, premium. The premium's either 1% of it or it's not. Those are all facts. You can't argue with that. You can if you want, but I'm not going to listen. Okay? You can't argue with these facts either. This is the 1 year chart. Okay? 1 year ago, today. One whole year. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. And here's the direction. You can't argue those. All right? It is what it is. If you don't like it, well, that's a you problem. Because the high is what the high is. And you can argue and complain and bitch and moan all you want. But it's not going to change the facts. And that's the only thing I do. I tell you the facts. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. This is the direction it's going. That's it. Anyone can do that. Okay? This is the current price. Okay, the bid, the ask, the volume, the open, the high, the low, the close. Those are all facts. I don't embellish on anything. As a matter of fact, I even show you all my trades that I do. Okay, all my trades are posted every week. Okay, pull them up. Here you go. Look. MPW, Siri, General Electric, Nucor, Walgreens, CVS, MPW. Okay, what I paid for them, what I got, what kind of a trade it was, the time of day, the amount, all that information is right there. I share everything with you guys. Now I have 6 accounts, I share 3 of them. Sorry, I got to draw a line somewhere. I'm a nice, but I'm not that nice. All right, so let's get back to where we were. Eli Lilly out of my price range, and Albert, I hate being wrong. Well, I'm going to admit that I do hate being wrong, but when I am wrong, I got no problem whatsoever, admitting it. Quick, everyone, short NQ. I have no idea who NQ is. What the heck is NQ? And if I have to ask what the heck something is, well, it's usually not going to be on my list. NQ. It's not even pulling up. Okay, NQ Mobile Inc. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, thank you. Got to give me something I can work on. All right, how's it going? It's going wonderful. How about Siri? Slick Rick, we already looked at Siri. Your thoughts on you? All right, quick, right off the top of my head. Here's high, here's low, here's what it was, here's what it is. It's currently at 23.19. The 23.30s, the 23.50s, 74. That's nice. However, I've never heard of them. So what I want to do is go to YouTube, Yahoo Finance, and put you and take a look at how often do they pay dividends. And is it something that I should take a look at? Well, imagine that. There are no dividends in the selected time period. So, as much as I did you a favor there, Albert, by looking at you doesn't qualify because you don't have dividends. So why would I, who invest in dividend stocks, look at a company that doesn't pay dividends? Intel potentially getting acquired by QCOM. Well, that's cool. Your thoughts on MU, Albert? Now, MU, didn't they have earnings? Don't they have earnings tomorrow? Is it tomorrow for earnings? Yeah, it's tomorrow. Okay, Albert. MU has earnings tomorrow. Now, I normally don't pay attention to earnings because I have seen many positive earnings where the stock goes down, and I've seen many negative earnings where the stocks go up. So over the years, my conclusion is, well, earnings doesn't have anything, well, not that much to do with the company. It's the market maker and how the market maker interprets the earnings. Because years ago, if you had bad earnings, it didn't affect it that much. But nowadays, okay, you get the market maker manipulating it, saying, hey, if I change this number here, earnings is just a gamble. Ohio guy, that's cute. The market maker takes the information and he can interpret it any way you want. Pakaris, you want to moderate YouTube? Yeah, I know. I've talked to you. You've been here long enough. Yeah, if you want to, I'll let you be the moderator over on YouTube. There's not a lot of audience there at the moment. Okay, it's average about 20 or 30 people a night on YouTube. Where here on TikTok, it averages anywhere between 60 and 200. Holy shit. Am I reading that right, Gavin? Hold on a second. Gavin, I'm going to get to you in a second. Albert, let's take a look at, because I actually have some MU. All right, so let's take a look at that, and I'm going to get to Gavin's question in a minute. Okay, Micron Technologies. Okay, MU, Micron Technologies. Here's our high, here's our low, here's where it was, here's where it is, here's the current direction. Okay, the current direction is to the downside, currently. Okay, the first part of the year, she was going to the upside. She got her peak, now she's going down. The current price, 94. I can buy it tomorrow morning, right around 94.78. Ooh, here's something really cool. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this before. Okay, this is a little tip. For those of you new here, you may not have seen it. Okay, you have the open, the high, the low, and the close, also known as the last traded price, the close. $94. Well, here's something you may or may not have known. The bid, $94.76. That's higher than the last traded price. The ask, $94.78, higher than the last price. Now, when both the bid and the ask are higher than the last price, the market maker is going to push it up. Okay? Usually, not 100% accurate, but usually. That's like you can always say, well, the sun usually comes up every day. Well, sometimes you don't see it. Okay, I lived in Marshfield, which is a small town just south of Boston. And in the mornings in high school, we would go to the waterfront and we'd watch the sunrise over the ocean. Sometimes it would come up, and sometimes you wouldn't see it because of the clouds and all that stuff. But usually, okay, when a market maker does that, he's usually pushing it up or pushing it down. At this moment, it looks like he's pushing it up. All right, fine. What are the numbers looking like? 94.78. The 95s are going for, are you reading this right? $4. That's 4% trade. All right, that's more than 4% trade. Now, we looked at this morning, or sorry, yesterday morning, and this is what I saw. I saw it, I think it was at 93 yesterday, and I went 4 strikes in the money. And at 91, I bought it I think at 93 and 94, and I sold the rights at 91, which is $3 less than what I paid for it. Well, why would I do that? The reason why I did that, because the premium was so high, I was still getting 3.5% at 91. So all the stock has to do is stay above 91 by Friday, and I get 3.5%. Well, right now, it's at 94.78, and the market maker is looking to push it up higher tomorrow. I got 3 more days to go. Either it will or it won't be over 91 by Friday. But let's take a look at the chart. What is the chart telling me? Okay, high-low is direction. Let's take a closer look. All right, a year ago, Micron was at 67.87, bottomed out the end of October at 64.25. Well, here's the top right here. It looks like we have a double top at 157.37, and that was back in June. But from there, she drops, a little bit of retracement and drops again. And here's our 30-day bottom right here. Well, I want to zoom in and take a closer look at that because I want an idea of where do I think it's going to be by the end of this Friday. Remember, I bought it at 93, I sold the 91s. I want it to be above 91 by Friday. Okay, so far I'm doing pretty good because it's at 94.78. But anything can happen. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Still got 3 days left. Last 30 days. Okay, check that out 30 days ago. Now, when you zoom in and you take a look at the last 30 days, this is the last 4 weeks. Okay, this week, last week, the week before, the week before, the week before. 4 weeks, it's 1 month. See, 30 days ago, we're at a little over 98. She drops all the way down here to 84. Now, from 98 to 84, that's a 14, is that a 14? And 8 and 6. You can say, yeah, it's a $14 drop. Now, a $14 drop on a $98 stock, well, that's over 15%. Look, a 15% drop here. Okay, so now you have people like me saying, ooh, a 15% drop. Cool beans, let me jump in and let me buy some. So here's the bottom. 2 days to the upside. Well, that's where I want to jump in. Now she's going up. So I bought it yesterday, Monday, and I'm looking for it to be above 91 by Friday. Oh, I like MU. All right, serious question. Do you ever take into consideration the ethics of the company, weapons manufacturers? Once in a while I do. Okay, so far I haven't come across a company that I looked at it and thought to myself, oh, I think I'm going to gag. I haven't come to that point yet. And if I did, I got rid of them years ago. Because remember, I've been doing this for 15 years. Anything I didn't like, well, that was taken off my list 15 years ago. Okay, so I look at companies that have 20 years of increased dividends. So 15 years ago, I'm looking at the exact same companies. You know, so when I do eliminate them, then I no longer put them in. All right, so Gavin, now I'm going to get to your question. You may not like my answer. Uh-oh, it just went all bye-bye. I got to find it again. Sorry, Gavin, I got to find it again. Oh boy. And I really wanted to answer that question. Oh, here it is. All right, here we go. Gavin, do you have any advice for a soon-to-be college graduate going into the financial advising field? Oh my goodness. I'm sure you heard of Susie Orman. Okay, now I'm not 100% sure how to say it without offending some people. Because I don't want to be preaching, I don't want to be self-righteous or anything like that. But, you like that? But, Susie Orman, I watched a couple of her webinars and her shows. It's like, she would actually come out and tell people when she worked for such and such company or such and such company, she was forced to sell garbage to her investors. People would call her up, or she would call them up and say, hey, I got a piece of crap to sell you, and I think you're going to love it. It's not exactly what she said, but in hindsight, she said she felt bad about selling people crap. But she did it anyway. So I don't listen to her because I lost total respect for somebody like that. I always tell people, never buy something you do not understand and you're not okay with owning it long term. Also, never buy something if you haven't done your homework on it. That means look at all the financials, look at all the numbers, look at all the data for it. I don't invest in anything unless it has 20 years of increased dividends, because that's where I want to put my money. I tell people the same thing. Do you really want to put your money there? Okay. Now, here's a good one right here. BlackRock. I won't invest in BlackRock. Okay. So let me see if I can change that question. Is there anything I won't buy because of what they do? Yeah, I won't buy BlackRock or Vanguard because they're selling crap to the American public. That's just my opinion. Okay? Now, if I can show you how to get a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week, you name one thing that BlackRock, Vanguard, or any one of those let's call them hoity-toity financial advisors pays over 30 or 40%. I don't think any of them do. There was one that paid 30%, but they're so new, there's no possible way they can substantiate that kind of payments consistently, especially being a brand new company. And they only had 2 years of dividends. Yeah, so that's a no. All right, so anyway, I hope that answers your question. If you're going to go into the financial advising field, think of the value of the client in which you are serving. Do not look at the commissions you are collecting for helping them out. Is it right for them? And if it is right for them, whether or not you're getting big, huge commissions or not, you will have a lifelong partner. Now, if you screw over people and you sell them crap, well, eventually they're going to come on to you and they will cut ties and you will lose that as a customer. As a financial advisor, just starting out, you got 40 years to look forward to. So if you sell someone something and truly, truly, truly have their best interest in mind and not your own personal gain, well, you will gain a customer for a 40-year period until it's time for you to retire. I mean, you can't put a price on that unless you want to be, let's call it a dick, and send them crap. Because there are a lot of people out there selling crap because they want the commissions, because they want the bonuses, not because it's right for the customer. Anyway, I've done my rant. Let's continue. Prove that I'm human. Here we go. All right, we have a lot more questions to go through. Kathy Lou, how are you? Miller Juice, what about the talks of Intel being bought out by a competitor? Well, that's always great. BlackRock's going to be a no. Hershey, the premium's less than 0.4%. Nope, wouldn't do that. Can we go over Walgreens? Chris, we haven't done Walgreens yet, so let's do it. WBA. All right, now we've been following Walgreens since January. So yeah, I've been buying Walgreens since January, and I've been watching her drop. Well, she's currently at the bottom. Well, we think it's at the bottom, somewhere around here. All right. Now we found a 30-day bottom a couple of weeks ago, but we have a little bit of a downturn this past week. Is it going to continue? Don't know. Only time will tell. All right, Albert, we already did MU. So right now we're going over Walgreens and then we're going to proceed forward. I'm low-key stressing over my life savings in KAVL. Oh my goodness. CJ, dude, I've never even heard of them. Okay? So I'm kind of curious. Do you know what they do? Do you know how consistently profitable they are? Do you know their cash flow? Do you know their earnings per shares over the last 3 years? Is it higher? Is it lower? Okay? There's a lot of things you really need to know before you put money into. Well, I can't say need to. I should say you should know. Okay, some people invest in stuff they have no clue. Well, let's take a look at that in 1 second. Let's finish up with Walgreens first. Now, Walgreens, like I said, we've been following it since January. We've been watching it going down. And yeah, I've been making money off of Walgreens. And no, I didn't get caught with this big downward black swan. I didn't. But I did buy it after it dropped. Okay? And I do actually own some Walgreens at the moment. So let's take a look. A year ago, we were at 21.32. Okay, the high of the year was in the end of December. And that was 26.88. Okay, here's that big drop I was telling you about. Okay, at the end of August. She had a big drop from 16 all the way down to a little bit less than 12. That's a big drop. But then she went sideways for a bit, dropped, sideways for a bit, dropped, sideways for a bit, dropped. Now she's going sideways. Now we have, what, 6 days to the downside? 8.53 at this current moment in time? Well, let's zoom in and take a look at that. Because, you know me, I like to have a nice 30-day bottom right there. Okay, the current 30-day bottom was on the 5th of September, and that was 8.46. Well, today, it's challenging that 30-day bottom. The bottom today was 8.51. Okay, 8.46 is the bottom. Today, 8.56. It's getting closer to that bottom. Okay, so where are we now? Well, at 8.56, I can sell the 850s for 16. That's well over 1%. I can sell the 9s for 3. That's not even worth it. Okay, so that being said, you could get your 1% for Walgreens, but it keeps changing its bottom. Okay, we thought the 30-day bottom was a couple of months ago, but no, dropped. Now this could be the 30-day bottom, the 5th, or it could be tomorrow or the next day, because look, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down days in a row. Well, how many down days do you need to have before people say, wait a second, this is Walgreens. They have 8,600 stores worldwide. They're 170 years old. Okay, they're having issues and the stock is dropping because of the current administration does not want to prosecute theft. They're encouraging theft. Hey, come on in, steal anywhere under $900, and we won't prosecute you. Well, you're gonna have a lot of people that just come in and steal shit and leave. Yes, I do. I need that sign. All right, so CJ Colson. Let's take a look at KAVL. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I've never heard of it. And I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to feel bad about this, but what the hell were you thinking when you bought this? Take a look. It's all over the place. It's $1.17. Okay, she was $9 last year. Now she's at $1. Okay, what were you thinking when you bought this? It has no options, okay? And I really can't give you any advice on this thing because I have no idea why you would buy this in the first place. Okay, are they consistently, well, let's take a look. Are they consistently profitable? What does their dividend payment history look like? KAVL. Well, see, now I'm really feeling bad for you, dude. There are no dividends in this selected time frame. Okay, so I have no idea what they do. So I can't say one way or the other. But here's the thing. I look at companies. Let me get rid of this. Is kind of bright. Well, let's go here for a second. I just want to show you something real quick to give you some kind of idea of what I'm talking about. All right. So CJ, I felt bad for you, dude. I have no idea what the hell you were thinking when you bought that. Because I really have no place to say, because I bought companies years ago when I didn't know any better. Okay, I bought some and I watched it, go from here all the way down. Because somebody told me it's supposed to be a good company, it's supposed to do this, supposed to do that. But it didn't. Okay, the boy Jeffy, I have not forgot about you with Walgreens. Walmart. We're going to take a look at Walmart as soon as I'm done with this KAVL. Okay, so I didn't forget about you, so hold up. All right, so that being said, this is what I look for. Okay, now I'm going to name off a bunch of companies, and you tell me whether or not you've heard of them. Nordstrom's, Haliburton, Newmont, Bank of America, General Motors, Kimberly-Clark, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Waste Management, Devon Energy, T. Rowe Price, Macy's, Albemarle, VFC Incorporated, Occidental Petroleum, MPW, AIG, Altria, PHM, Pulte Group, Best Buy, General Electric, so on and so forth. Household names. Now I understand you might be younger than me, and I'm only looking for cash flow. This is what I invest in. Household name companies that have consistently increased their dividends for decades. That's the only place where I put my money. You put your money anywhere you want, but it boggles my mind why you'd put into KAVL, unless of course you work there. Need that sign. Do you think buying Apple for long term is a good choice? Chuch Sabag. I honestly can't answer that question for you because I know absolutely nothing about you. So if I knew what you wanted, what your goals were, what your risk factors were, then maybe I could give you my opinion. But I can't tell you whether or not Apple is a good buy. Now, I can tell you that I did buy Apple last week and I made a profit off of it. Okay, I have no problem whatsoever buying a company and taking a profit. Because, as I always say, it ain't a profit until you take it. And nobody ever went broke taking profits. Jesse, ASTS is a no. I already know that. We looked at it a couple of days ago. Hey, Andre is here. I would never look at Siri. I would never look at Siri if you didn't talk about it. I have it tended to buy at 23. Cool beans. Not that I'm suggesting it, Andrea. Okay, just to let you know, it's not a suggestion, it's not a recommendation. I bought it. If you want to copy my trade, that is totally a you thing. Now, I always tell everyone, do your own research, do your own due diligence. Never blindly listen to a random guy on YouTube. That would be me, random guy. Now, Andrea, she's one of those few people that I've actually personally talked to. Picked up the phone, we had a nice chat. So I have no problem talking to Miss Andrea about certain things. If you really want to talk to me, any one of you, right, put your number in the DM, and I will give you a call. All right, Apple. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? Cool. Currently, it's at 227.60. The 227.50s are going for 168. Now, Apple usually has a really good premium. Not this week. So it's going to be no for Apple this week. And you have to define, Church, you got to define what you mean by long term. Because me, long term is 30 to 60 days. Okay? Premium on Siri is less than 1%. Mahesh, what do you mean? Here we go, Siri. Siri is currently at 24.10. The 24.25s, the 24.50s are going for 23. Yep, that's 1 cent. The 24s are going for 49. Take that off there. Yep, 1%. Yeah, Mahesh, you're absolutely right. It is 1%. Jesse, ASTS. ASTS. ATS Space Mobile Incorporated. Okay. I never heard of them. So let's take a look at how well and how often they have increased their dividends. ASTS. Well, Jesse, imagine that. There are no dividends in the selected time period. So that means ASTS is a no. Hey, Rainlops, what's happening? All right, that being said, no to ASTS. Never put it all into one thing. Diversity is key. Absolutely correct. I'm going to agree with you. Can you touch home builders? I actually need to have the ticker symbol. But think about this. If I have to ask for the ticker symbol, means I've never traded it before. And if I've never traded it before, usually it'll be no. Just relaxing and scrolling afterward. Rainlops, well, here we are. We here invest in dividend stocks for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. The trading strategy I'm teaching or giving away for free, all questions answered, is created for a 9-year-old. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. Maybe you might want to think of joining us. I don't know. Come on in. Come on in. Anyway, he's just stopping by, floating through the screens. Get in touch on home builders. You have to give me what home builders ticker symbol is. Simone, how are you doing today? All righty. Jason York, do you think Walgreens has hit its low yet? Totally uncertain to figure that one out. Now, you have to think of it this way. Walgreens has been in business for over 170 years. That's a long time. Walgreens also has 8,600 stores worldwide. We're not talking about a mom and pop shop down the corner. 8,600 stores is going to be a very, very big scenario. Now, they are running into issues because the current administration doesn't want to do anything about theft under $900. Kind of like an invitation. Hey, come steal our shit. We're not going to do anything. Yeah, it doesn't work. Now, when you have a bunch of stores losing money hand over fist, now you have negatives in your roster. So Walgreens has said, we're going to cut out 25% of our stores. Okay, that's a lot of stores. And Walgreens owns a lot of stuff, not just the pharmacies. Okay, now we did Angela, we were just chatting about her a little while ago, has done an extensive report on Walgreens, kind of enlightened me to what Walgreens actually owns. I don't see them going out of business anytime soon. They could be taken over. Could be. Because they're running into issues. Because powers that be don't want to enforce the laws. Do you think it's bad stock BBW? Never heard of it. Okay, if I haven't heard, see, here, you're new here. I mean, you're brand new here. Seriously. Okay, I've been doing this for a long time. If there's a stock I've never heard of, it's not going to fit into my trading platform. Okay, I look for simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week, and it has to be a dividend stock that is consistently profitable for more than 2 decades. Now, there's 9,600 stocks to choose from every single day, but there's only about 300 that fit into my style of trading. And 300 is more than I need. Okay, so that one I've never heard of, so more than likely it's going to be a no for me. But it might be a yes for you. Okay, so this here is a very, very small niche. Okay, granted, the trading strategy gets about 50% per year. It's a nice return. But you do have to put 15, 20 minutes a day into it. Well, I'm terribly sorry if 50% of whatever you're putting in isn't worth 15 minutes of your day. Now, we have some people here that have hundreds of thousands. Some people have millions. If you, can you imagine that 50% of a million every single year just on premiums? That's nice. Anyway, brother, we betting on Nas tomorrow or what? I have no idea what that means. RNAZ. What the heck is RNAZ? RNAZ. Transcode Therapeutics. Yeah, no. Sorry. Siri, if it becomes worthless, do you sell deeper? Oh, you mean the option? Yeah. Well, let me open up and see where I am at with Siri. Not here. Not there. Not, well, apparently I don't have Siri. I don't have Siri this week. Imagine that. I do have Siri in one of my other accounts, but total different trading strategy. I'm not worried about it though. Okay, Jesse, we already looked at ASTS. Is there a time of day you trade? Sorry to ask, but I want to know because I have a job. I trade at the opening of the day. That's where I get the highest premium value for the stocks that I put options against Monday morning. Is it recorded video? Yes, it is a recorded. Well, wait a minute. No. It's live trading, but I do record it. And then it's available to watch after. Brian wants to take a look at Advanced Auto Parts. Advanced Auto Parts. Here's our high, here's our low, here's where it was, here's where it is, and here's where it goes. A new little rhyme. Cool beans. All right, so currently it's at $40.91. I could buy it tomorrow morning at 41, and the 41 is going for 56 cents. That is well over 1%. And it's not an obscure company. We all know who Advanced Auto Parts is. There's like 3 or 4 of them here in Sarasota alone. Wait a minute, I'm in St. Petersburg. I keep moving around. Okay, AAP, here we go. A year ago, 55.67, topped out at 88.67, and here's our bottom, way down here. Now, I like Advanced Auto Parts, but this is a classic move. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, here she high at 62, she gaps down. That gap right there, yep, I bought some, but I'm not buying it until the dropping stops. Okay, just because it dropped here, and it looks like a good opportunity to buy, I like a 30-day bottom, which this was at one point, but I like to buy at it 2 days to the upside. Now, if I bought it here, well, that would have been 48 bucks. Okay, now it's at 37 because, like I said, 2 days to the upside. So here's the big drop. The next day, drop, 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 drop. Now here's finally the bottom on the 11th. Okay, how do you isolate the bottom? Well, I isolate it by 2 days to the upside. Okay, the 12th and the 13th. 2 days to the upside. That's where I jump in right there. And I write a covered call at the money at the market open on a Monday. Tenzinge, whatever. How are you doing? All right, so that being said, I like AAP. Intel, yep, I already seen that. All right, so let's keep going. Bristol Myers Squibb, huh, Brian? Bristol Myers Squibb, let's take a look at it. BMY, here we go. Now, I like Bristol Myers Squibb. They've been in business for over 100 years. They have 5 decades of increased dividends. So when it pops up, it's always a yes, but are the numbers right? Okay? I never question it, but if the numbers aren't right, I don't buy it. Okay, what do I mean by the numbers? 50.91. So 50.99, so I can buy it at the 51s, 81 cents. That is more than 1.5%. Well, I like 1.5%. Okay? So let's take a gander. A year ago was the high of the year, 59.28. I like 59.28. From there, she drops. Here's the bottom, right down here. In the beginning of July at 39.42. Okay, 39.42. Then she jumps up, and now she's going sideways, but to the upside. You see that? Nice and slow to the upside. But look, okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But she's still consistently going up. Okay, she goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But you see, look, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, So, it's actually that easy. If you like the company, take a look. John Herhusky. Hello, James. How do you feel about Eli Lilly? We looked at it a little while ago, and $900 a share is a little bit too pricey for me. Joe, hope you stay safe over the next 72 hours. Yeah, I live in a brick house, or a block house, cement block house. I like to think we'll be safe. Can you explain time frames? Time frames? You got to be more specific. Okay, CSC time frames. Okay, what I look at is I look at certain time frames. Okay, I like to look at the 1 year chart. I like to look at the 90-day chart. That's 3 months. Then I like to look at the 30-day chart. Well, that's just 30 days. And then I like looking at the seasonality chart, which is 1 whole year. Then I like to squeeze in, take a look at the next 2 weeks. So when you talk about time frames, you got to be more specific. All right, so we're on Bristol Myers Squibb. Last 30 days for Bristol Myers Squibb. Where are we? Right here. Okay, so Bristol Myers Squibb is going to be a no for this week, but in 2 or 3 weeks, it might be a good fit. Here's why. 30 days ago, we're here at 47.75. Shoots up to 50.75, drops back down. Here's the bottom, 47.75. Up, down, up, down, up. So she's going to the upside, but look at where it is. A 30-day high. I don't like buying at 30-day highs because if it was worth it, it would have gotten there before. It's going to a new territory. You're like standing on a ladder waiting for someone to bring me a taller ladder. It doesn't make sense to me. I buy at the low, and then I sell at the high. And I'm only looking for 1% per week. And it's really, it's kind of so silly. It's people just say, what do you mean 1% a week? That's over 50% per year. And if she's in an upward trend and it's a good company, why the hell not? Okay, now remember rule number 1? Never buy something you don't understand. And always go into it as if you're going to buy it and hold on to it forever. Well, I like Bristol Myers Squibb. They've been around for over 100 years. And they get 5 decades of increased dividends. So why the hell wouldn't I? The only reason I wouldn't, well, is if the numbers didn't work or the time didn't work. Well, the numbers are working, 1.5% for this week. And, well, the chart is telling me she's on the way to the upside. I wouldn't do it because it's at the high at the moment. Anyway. EL wants to take a look at line. What the heck is line? Yeah, that's a monthly. That's a no. See, they only have options for the months. That means there's only 12 a year. Now, I'm not a college graduate, so I apologize if you guys are looking for a college graduate to guide you. Not me, okay? But I do know that 52 options a year is better than 12. So I don't do monthlies because the numbers just don't work. Artel, how are you today? Can I look at Haliburton? Joe, we can look at Haliburton. Give me a minute because we're looking at Walmart next. Because me boy Jeffy wants to look at Walmart, man. WMT, me boy Jeffy. Oh no, sorry Jeffy. It's going to be a definite no. And the reason why is it's at the high of the year. And I don't like buying at the high of the year. Okay, $80.67. But if you like it, the 80-70s, well, the 81s will go for 30. That's not even 0.5%, Jeffy. Sorry. PH, Parker Hannafin. PH. No. No to Parker Hannafin. It's a monthly, it's a no. Are you still betting horses? Yes, I am. I'm glad you showed up. Hope you brought your shovel to shovel some you know what. All right. No, it isn't. Can you explain time frames? Wynn popped today. Brian, yes, Wynn did pop up today. Okay. Wynn made a nice jump today. Let's take a quick look at Wynn. Okay, W-Y-N-N. Wind Resorts. Okay. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? Going to the upside. 84.30. So we've been looking at the 84s at 105. That's not quite 1%. The 85s, not quite 1%. But I already own Wynn. And yes, I got stuck. Now, somebody asked about this earlier. What happens when you buy a stock and it drops, and then you sell an option below what you paid for it, then this happens right here. See that gap up that happened today? Well, I got caught in the short end of that. What does that mean? That means I'm losing money because I sold an option at 81. Okay? So look where it is now, 84. So what did I do so I didn't have to lose? Well, I did what's called rolling it forward. So meaning the option that I sold for this week, okay, for this Friday, well, I bought that back and I pushed my option out further a couple of weeks because eventually, okay, argue all you like, but eventually this thing's going to turn and go back down again. So whether it's a week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, eventually it will come back down to the $81 area, and then I can buy that back. Rubbish. Okay, I have no idea how to pronounce that one, but alrighty. All right, let's keep on keeping now. Kelu, C-E-L-U. I can say no now if you like. Okay, no. Hey, look at this. Luck wants to take a look at LMAO. All right. Hey, James, good evening. Buddy, how are you today? How to find dividend stocks consistently giving over dividends 20 years. Ooh, Wildcat Sam wants to take a look at Macy's. All right, buddy, are you ready? Hope you got a pencil, piece of paper handy. Okay, now I'm an equal opportunity insulter. Okay, if you don't have paper and pencil, well, use some lipstick, mascara, chalk, whatever. Enron, 1% per week is 52% per year. No, it's not. It's 62. I know it should be 52 because there's 52 weeks. But if you compound it, it's over 62% per year. Compounded. Now, I don't compound mine because I use the 1% that I get every week to pay my bills. So when you guys retire, eventually, whether or not you decide to invest your own money and take responsibility for your own money and get returns like this, or you can say, here, I don't want to do it, you do it, and then you give it to someone else, and then they will give you a certain amount of money every month that you have to figure out how to spend to pay for your retirement. All right, let's take a look at M. Macy's. I love Macy's. Oh, wait a second, buddy. Buddy, you ready? All right, sorry. Piece of paper, pencil, crayon, marker, lipstick, mascara. Anyway, Google search Dividend Kings List 2024. Dividend Aristocrats List 2024. Dividend Champions List 2024. Dividend Contenders List 2024. Then let's top it off with a cherry, Warren Buffett's List 2024. That's 5 lists right there. Those 5 lists will give you over 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends. You ask, you receive. Matthew 24. Let's proceed. Macy's. Here we go. Macy's. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? All right. Now, I've been trading Macy's all the way back to January. Look at that tight little channel going sideways nicely. Well, it broke out of the channel. Now it's come down here. Maybe it's creating another channel. Fine. I'll pick it up for another 6 to 8 months. I don't mind. I love Macy's. It always gives me a nice premium. Consistent a premium. So I like it. All right. So a year ago, we opened up at $10.98. The bottom of the year was $10.56. Okay, that was back in October of last year. Well, the high was in March, and that was $21.10. She drops down to this tight little range here, keeps on going. Here's our bottom. Let's look at the last 30 days. Hold on. Last 30 days, 30 days, 30 days, 30 days, 30 days, 30 days. Here we go, last 30 days. Okay, here's what the last 30 days look like. 30 days ago, we're at 1540, but all the way up to 16, that was a high for 30 days. Then we come all the way down here to 14. So from 16 to 14 is a $2 drop. $2 is not a lot. But on a $16 stock, that's over 12, 13% drop. From here, she shoots up to 1560, and now she's pulling back 4 days to the downside. All right, well, she's coming down. Eventually, when it stops coming down, she'll turn around and go back up again. Okay, this is what, and I actually do have some Macy's. All right, next on the list. Okay. Your thoughts on CAPL. Saeed, how are you today? CAPL. CAPL. Sorry, Saeed, okay? Monthly optional stock, I don't like monthlies. They just don't pay the same. There's over 300 companies available. Why would I look at something that doesn't fit? Okay, when I go shopping, I try stuff on to make sure it fits. Well, this doesn't fit. I got 300 companies to look at. No, that's just a no. Sorry. Ben looks like it's trending up. What do I think? Well, I do know that I have no needs whatsoever to look at the chart, look at this, because I do know that Ben, B-E-N, is a monthly, and it's a no. Sorry. It makes you cash. Not enough. Where you think Tesla going this week? Don't know, don't care. Tesla doesn't pay dividends. It's not on my list. Sorry. Stravberg, what site do you use to find dividend EX dates? Google. Go to Google. Search EX dividend date calendar. And it'll pop up a whole bunch of them. Okay, I like Thinkorswim because Thinkorswim has the option chain, has the information here, has all the charts, and it even has the calendar built in. It has everything I need to be a good trader. Right, but that's me. ELEV is at its lowest, super volatile, but has potential. Okay, so you're asking me about a stock that I've never heard of, and you think it has potential. Well, everything has potential. It all depends on who's leading the charge. Okay, and is it a good product or a good service? That's potential. Is it something that the public needs? ELEV. Yeah, that's going to be a no. And at 59 cents, dude, I can almost guarantee with 100% certainty this does not have 20 years of increased dividends. Okay, 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. Okay, I am not in the position for looking for capital growth. I'm not looking to buy something at 59 cents and hope that it goes up to $4, $5, $10, $30, $40. That's not what I'm doing. You are definitely in the wrong place. The reason I say that is I am looking for cash flow. This is not a cash flow company. This is a gamble. This is a capital appreciation. Now, it was at $6, but now it's at 59 cents. Why do you think that has potential? Well, because it can't go very much lower. I have no idea what they sell. I have no desire to find out. They don't have weekly options. That's a no. Okay? They're at 59 cents. Well, it's pretty much guaranteed that they don't have 20 years of increased dividends, especially being at 59 cents. So it's a no all the way around. Okay, I like companies that are consistently profitable. This does not look good at all. Sorry. Cardinal Health, CAH. CAH. Now, Cardinal Health, they've been around for a while. And they have weekly options. And it's on my list. So I know what they do. Okay, so I don't want to buy something that I have no idea what they do. Cardinal Health. High, a low, where was it, where is it, what direction is it going? Currently at 113, the 113 is going for 5 cents. What do you think? Sorry, Charles, at 5 cents a share on a $113 stock, yeah, no. CAH, where I look at Charles, American Express. AXP. I like American Express. It's on my list, but it's going to be a no. Reason it's a no this week, look at where it is. It is at the high. Okay, so you remember I tell you they go up, they come down. This is where I want to buy. And when it went up to here, I probably would have sold somewhere around here because I'm not greedy. I'm only looking for 1% a week. Okay, so here's the bottom. Very next week, she's way up here. Yep, I'm out. You know, I look for the bottom, 2 days up, probably right here. On a Monday, right about here, then I'm out. Cardiology guy. Thank you, that helps. I'm not used to holding stocks at a loss, even when selling options. Well, I get that, but sometimes you have no choice in the matter. Now, last year, I bought Kimberly-Clark. Okay, now Kimberly-Clark's a good company. They've been around for over 100 years. They are a dividend king. They increase their dividends every single year. But last year, I bought Kimberly-Clark, and it dropped, turned around, came back up, and then I got to sell. That time frame was 9 months. You really think I wanted to hold on to it 9 months? No. But what happened in those 9 months? During those 9 months, I got 3 dividends. Okay? And then those 3 dividends came along with, I think it was like 14 or 15 weekly premiums every single week. I got a premium. Okay, 13, 26. Holy cow, wait a minute. 13, 26, 39 premiums. Wow, that's a lot. But you have no choice sometimes. So when a stock drops, yeah, I chase it down with a covered call on a Monday or Tuesday, and I watch it. And once it gets to Friday, I got to remember those 3 people or 4 people in the equation. Well, there's me, the option seller. Then there's the option buyer, wanting that option to double or triple in value. So when I sell it for $2, okay, that option buyer is going to want to sell it for, he's going to want to sell his for $4 or $6. So if the stock goes up and I'm at the risk of being called out and possibly losing money, yeah, I'm going to roll it forward a week and wait for it to drop. Because as you see, okay, let's zoom out of this for a little second. Okay, take a look at that movement. I mean, yeah, she's in an upward trend. Okay, great. But look, she went up, she came down. 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 She went up, now she's coming back down again. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possibilities of making 1%. And that's how many months? 2.5 months. So I could have done it 5 times in 2.5 months. But here's the thing. That wouldn't be the only one I'm looking at. Will she go back up? Well, more than likely, because what's going to happen? Okay, right now, where are we? Okay, here's where we are now. She went down, found the bottom. Now she's up. Here's the top. Now she's coming down. Okay, once the profit taking is done, because people like me say, all right, wait a second. I got my 5%, my 10%, or whatever percentage we're looking for. I look for 1 or 2%. Great, that's me. All right, so once she comes down, she's going to come down somewhere hypothetically around 256 to 248, somewhere in this area. And then she'll turn around and go back up again. At that time, I want to buy it. So I'm writing American Express for 2 weeks from today. It's already written down. So I wrote it down a couple of days ago. Anyway. All right. So that's American Express. Thank you. Yep, that helps a lot. All right. Andrea. I really like Haliburton. Can you look, please? All right, let's take a look at Haliburton. H-A-L. Just to let you know, I do own some Haliburton. Okay? All right. Andrea, I'm going to get to that question in a second. Somebody wants to take a look at Haliburton. First thing, when I look at Haliburton, here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Here's the current overall 1 year direction to the downside. Well, that's the overall yearly movement. But look at the last couple of weeks. Found its bottom right here. Now she's going back up again. This is what I like to see. When it drops like this, especially a company that we've heard of, Haliburton. Here's the bottom, turn around, now she's going back up. Let's zoom in, but before we do, let's check the numbers to see if it's even worth looking in deeper. Okay, the last price, $29.97. The current price, $30.05. The 30 is going for 30 cents, so I'm getting my 1%, just barely, because I'm losing 5 cents, which means I might be getting my 1%. It's going to be close. So in the morning when these numbers all change, before I buy, I'll do the calculation again. But it's Haliburton. I've heard of them, and I actually own some. So the last 30 days, look what happened. Okay, 30 days ago, here's our high. She drops, here's the bottom. Well, what happens when it finds the bottom? She goes back up again. And it's currently going to the upside. Now, she gapped up today, pulled back, but it's still going to the upside. So tomorrow it would be interesting to see what happens. Because even though today's numbers are higher than yesterday's numbers, it was a red day today because she gapped up and she pulled back. Is that the start of a downward trend, or is it a continuation to going to the upside? Because it looks like it's going up. We'll find out tomorrow. Swing day by day. Are you hold? Nope. I trade weekly. I buy on Monday, sell my options on Monday, and hopefully when Friday's expiration comes, I'll be in the money. All right, so that was Haliburton. WBA. Wildcat Sam, we already looked at Walgreens. Sorry. Okay, Andrea. So if you have contracts, could you put it up for sale at a lower price than what you paid? Andrea, it doesn't work that way. Okay? Now, when you buy or sell, you only have the choice of what the market maker is offering. However, you could do what is called a limit order. So let's say hypothetically you want a low. Okay, Wildcat Sam, we already looked at Kohl's. Okay, sorry about that. As I was saying, right, when you're buying, you have your opportunity, because here's the bid and here's the ask. Okay, this is what's called market price. But when it comes time to actually buying and selling, let's click here. Well, let's get rid of this. Okay, when it actually comes to buying and selling, you have what's called a limit order. So if currently the market order is $30.05, that's the current market price, I can change it and say, no, I don't want to pay that. I want to pay $29.98. Limit order, which means that's all I'm willing to pay. So once you hit this confirm and send button, that order goes to the market maker and it sits on his screen. And when the market maker says, all right, you know what, I'll let him have it for $29.98. It doesn't always work that way. Now, if you sell an option, it's basically the exact same thing. Okay, see the option? Exact same thing. Now, here is the current pricing. Okay, the bid, the mid-range and the national average. Okay, between 72 and 83. Well, currently the market price is 83. So if you want to buy it at the market, it fills instantaneously. But if you don't want to get 83, say if you want to get 80, well, you can take it and you can change it. Okay, you can change it to 80. It's a limit order, which means this is all that I want. And the market maker will decide if and when he wants to fill it. But you can't sell it to anyone else. You can't sell it to Peter down the street. You can't sell it to your Aunt Josie. You can't. You got to sell it to the market maker. Unless, of course, you actually have the physical shares in your hands. And then you just take them and you just sell them to someone else. But yeah, once it's electronic, you only have one opportunity, and that is selling it to the market maker. That's it. Oh, look at this. We're at 11 o'clock. We got 1/2 hour to go, and we haven't even looked at anything on my list yet. We're just looking at all the stuff on your list. So let's keep going. Good to cancel. Yep. I just bought some Kohls this week, and it went up 3%. Do I hold and sell, or do I rebuy it when it goes down? 17363718190. Interesting name. Most people just go Peter, Sam, Fred, Oscar, Sally, Trisha. But no, that's an interesting name. 17363718191, so whatever it is. Anyway, I can't tell you what to buy it or sell it. I can't. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. Okay? You have to decide what is right for you. Okay? What I do is I buy a good company and I sell somebody the options to buy it from me. I collect that 1%. I take a profit when it's there. Because I've been playing this game long enough. Okay? I take the profit, and guess what? There's going to be another trade next week. And guess what? There's going to be another trade the week after that. And then there'll be another trade a week after that. The stock market's been around for over 400 years. Options have been around since the early 1970s. They're not going anywhere either. Take your profit. I'm not telling you to do this. Take your profit, move on. If you really like the company, watch it as it drops back, because that's what it's going to do. It's going to drop back down. Okay? Here's Haliburton. Look. She went up, she came down. Up, down, 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 up. That's all they do. They go up, they go down. If you like a good company, it takes less than 10 or 15 minutes. Now, I look at end of day data. I don't look I don't look at minute data. I don't look at hour data. No, I don't. I look at day by day. I don't want to sit in front of a computer. I don't. I want to do 15, 20 minutes in the morning, be done and over with. Peter, O is a big fat no. Now, MO, Altria, yeah, I like them. Okay? There's a big difference between the two. Okay, Peter, let's go. Take a look. Holy shit, I got 100 more messages. All right, Peter, O is a no. But MO, Altria, interesting. Look at that movement. Well, let's get rid of this. Let's get ready to look at this. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Where is it currently going? At the moment, 51.25, the 52.5 said, hell no. Sorry, dude. Hell no. I do like Altria. How often do you live stream? Every single night at 9 p.m. Isn't that weird? Every single night at 9 p.m. I've missed 2 days this year. Since January, I missed 2 days. One, I was sick. Other one, I had to rush somebody to the emergency room. All right, do you trade for people and take a percentage? Yes, I do. Peter, no looking good. I'm gonna see it. Okay. Barry Slot, isn't that jail time? I have no idea what he's talking about. When dividends are paid, is it based on per share owned? Absolutely, Bob. For every share you owned, you see these numbers here? These premiums where it says 41 cents? Well, that's 41 cents for every single share you have. Okay, if you have 100 shares, what's 41 bucks? If you have 1,000 shares, that's 410. Okay, so it's anytime you see numbers, it's always per share. Okay, OZK. All right, hold on a second. Club Med Tom. Hey, dude, back again. Cool beans. Club Med Tom's been here a few times. I recognize the name. Hey, James, if the covered call is not filled this week, do you have to select the following week? All right, it doesn't work that way, Tom. Hold on a second. Now, there are two different ways of entering a covered call. Let me show you both of them so you understand. Okay, first and foremost, find a stock. We're not going to do Altria. I don't like the numbers. Let's do Macy. Well, ooh, how about Riley? Why not? Okay, Riley. Here we go. Last 30 days. Okay, so here's Riley for the last 30 days. I actually own some Riley, so I'm just going to use this as an example. Okay, currently it's at 541. Now, if I buy it now at 548, all right, you following me? If I buy it at 548, I can sell the the 550 call and get 15 cents. That's a little bit less than 3%, okay? That's more than 2%, a little bit less than 3% for the rest of the week. Now, there's only 3 days left, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So is the stock going to stay above 550 by Friday? That's just one of those questions you're going to answer. But here's the thing. If, now this is very important, if the number is here and it is posted, the market maker is required by law to fill it at the market price. However, do you see it here where it says limit order? Well, now you're telling the market maker, well, this is all that I want. This is all I'm going to pay, and this is all I'm going to accept. Okay? There's no guarantee that that's going to be filled because the market maker doesn't have to do it if he doesn't want to. At the market price, he has to. Okay, so there's always someone buying, and it's always the market maker. Okay, so it's always filled. Now, if you're talking about the stock being pulled away from you, it's called exercised. Don't ask me why. If it's exercised, somebody takes that stock away from you. So if by Friday it's above 550, well, someone's going to take that away from me next week, and I'll be back into cash, and I'll do something else. What platform is that TradeView? I have no idea what TradeView is. This is Thinkorswim. It's offered through Charles Schwab. Not really offered through Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab bought it from TD Ameritrade. Who bought it from the original designer? Just curious, I saw that you traded Mara a few times. How does this fit into your system? Seems like the crypto trade, no dividend. Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Now, when I give the lists where I get my stocks from, I come up with a list called Warren Buffett's Stock List 2024. So some of the stocks on Warren Buffett's list aren't on my list. Now, I do trade for other people, and I do trade what they tell me to trade once in a while. So they say, hey, I want you to look at Mara. So I look at it, I say, no, I don't like it, but the numbers are good. Well, let's buy it. There you have it. Not always my decision. My decision, I only do stocks that pay dividends consistently. It's, all right, hold on a second. Hey, y'all, it's Meemaw. Meemaw, you're back again. How are you doing? You want to take a look at Ozark Bank? Oh, wait a second. I'm still on Riley. Hold on a second. This is for Club Med Tom. Thanks for that clarification. All right, you got it. Because think of it this way, Bob. Apple is not on my list because Apple does not have 20 years of increased dividends. But Apple was on Warren Buffett's list. That's why I look at it. Siri, same thing. Siri was not on my list. MPW, not on my list. But I traded because it came from someone else. And that's the only reason why I traded. But for the most part, dividend stocks only. That's me. Okay, sometimes I have no choice what people want. Is what it is. Anyway, Riley. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do a trade. Now, when I buy it at this price, I sell it at that price. And I collect that 15 cents. Great. Fine. So how does that actually work? Well, I can show you how to do it on Thinkorswim. I cannot show you on whatever trading platform you use because I don't use your trading platform, so I don't know how to do it. All right, so let's take a quick gander at this. First thing I want to do is get rid of the chart because I'm not going to be needing it because I already going to buy it at 550. Remember, we already talked about the 550. So I want to change this right here from a single option to a covered call. And there it is. This drop down right here shows you all the different trading strategies that are on this particular platform. Those are all option trading strategies. So let's go to covered stock. Now remember, I said I liked it at 550. Okay, here's the 550 right there. So I'm going to buy it right there at 533. Well, let's see what I'm going to be making off of it. Here's the 533, and here it fills the order right there. So I like buying in 1,000 share increments. So 1,000 shares, which is 10 contracts. It's 100 shares per contract. Okay, so we're looking at 10 contracts, 1,000 shares. Now, I personally, when I'm buying, I always do it at the market order because the option, the stock and the option are tied together. Okay, so it fills as one unit, which means I get the premium that is shown. And I'm going to show you that in 1 second. Hit click and send, confirm and send. Here's the trade that we're looking at. Now, I always encourage people to read it out loud because every once in a while you will hit the wrong button. I have done that 4 times this year. I personally have hit the wrong button. Okay? And I've talked to people who have done the same. It's a simple, easy mistake. So read it out loud. I'm going to buy 10 covered calls of Riley 100s. Those are the weeklies. 27 September 24. That is this coming Friday. The $5.50 call option against the Riley stock. To open. Now it says to open twice. That's because you're opening 2 orders. You're opening a stock order. You're buying Riley at the market. And then you're opening an option order. Selling the $5.50 against the shares you just bought. 2 orders. 1 trade, 2 orders. Next is my break even. So as long as the stock stays above the break even point, 521, I have some type of profits. Now, my maximum profit is $290 on this particular trade. So let's bring up the calculator. All right, let's clear this out of there. And let's put in the $290 profit. So to figure out your rate of return, you take your profits. Remember when I say it's simple, safe, predictable, and consistent? I can tell you right now what my profit's going to be. It's right there. I haven't even made the trade yet, and I already know how much I'm making. So $290, that's my profit. Now you find out your rate of return by taking the profit and you divide it by how much you just paid, which here is 5,216 divided by 5,216. So that comes to a grand total of 5.5%. And that's only 3 days left. So you have a couple of serious questions to ask yourself. Number 1, does it make sense? Number 2, do I like Riley at $5? What was it? $5.49, something like that. And am I willing to hold on to Riley until I get my target price? Well, right now, it's at $5.50. That's what I'm looking. So as long as the stock is about $5.50 by Friday, you got 14 watching. Well, that's 14 here, and then I got 82 here, and I got more over here, and I got more over here, more over, yeah. There's plenty. Yeah, thanks, Neil. Yeah, the YouTube crowd is slowly getting bigger and bigger. Okay, now the TikTok crowd, I think it's over, I think on average, it's anywhere between 5 and 20,000 people every night come through and listen to me. Hi. Yeah, a lot of them don't stay, most of them. 14 million. No, never had 14 million, but you know, anyway. We'll get there eventually. All right, that being said, I like Riley. I already bought some this week. I already got a crazy return on my Riley this week. But yeah, that's how you do it. And let me get rid of this. It's about time to call it a night because my eyes are starting to defocus. You know, when you're awake too long and just start, you know, not focusing in on anything. Same name on YouTube? No, it is The 10-Minute Trader on YouTube. Okay, Dividend Stock Talk on TikTok and I think Instagram is The 10-Minute Trader also. And Facebook is The 10-Minute Trader. But Instagram is Dividend Stock Talk. Alrighty though. Ozark. Okay. Mima wants to take a look at Ozark Bank. OZK. OZK. Okay, try it again. OZK. Here we go. Alright. Sorry, Mima. It's a monthly optionable stock, which means I can only do a covered call once a month, and that doesn't work for me. Those numbers aren't realistic for me. I like once a week because I prefer to get 52 checks a year rather than just 12. No. Yeah, you're right, Neil. No. No to Ozark. Sorry. Patrick. Andrea, it's being talked about that They are the company to watch, and the earnings are going to be substantial. Okay, Andrea, you and I have talked before, and I do respect some of the things you say, but I have no idea which stock you're talking about at this moment. Because you remember, Andrea, I get questions coming from here, 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 and it's hard to keep track of what you said 5 or 10 minutes ago. Because it makes sense to you because you have one conversation going on at one time. Well, I got a bunch of conversations going on here, a couple going on here, and a bunch going on over here. So it's hard for me to put together this half of the conversation with the other half of the conversation. So I'm not quite sure what stock you're talking about. Charles, C-A-G, Charles, I think you're just throwing stuff out for the fun of it. Okay, Conagra Brands. Ooh, interesting. 32. Okay, there's our high. Uh-oh, I missed that question. Here's our high, here's our low, here's where it was, here's where it is, and here's the direction. Look at that movement. Nice movement going to the upside. Well, that's easy to see. But look at the smaller movements. Okay, up, down, up, down, up. Now it's coming down. Well, that's easy to see. But look at the even smaller movements. Look at this. Up, down, 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 up, down. Okay, that's all it does. CAG, let's take a quick look. Okay, that's pretty plain to see, right? 30 days ago was the 30-day bottom. She went up to the 30-day top, pulled back down, here's our new bottom, back up, here's our new top, and here's our new bottom. Now she's going back up again. Pretty easy. Ping pong, yeah, you see that one? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, kind of like tennis. Yeah, I can't do that. That would just drive me nuts. STZ. So anyway, Conagra. The 32.50. The 32.50 is going for 10 cents. I could have saved a lot of time. That's a no. Sorry. STZ. Did we already look at that one? STZ. 250. The 253s. The 250. Sorry. Numbers just don't work. I didn't even look at the chart. Okay. 253. The 250 250s are going for 165. That's not enough. ENB, we looked at that one last night. It's a no, and I still have 99 questions to go in 13 minutes, so we're just going to breeze through them. What do I think about Disney? Well, it depends on what do you mean. What do I think about Disney? Okay, D-I-S. Okay, Disney's getting ready. It looks like. Okay, now this is not guaranteed. Now, I always tell you guys, do your own research. I look at logic. I look at facts. Okay? Facts. Here's the 30-day high. Here's the 30-day bottom. Here's where it was 30 days ago. She went down to the bottom, shot up. Now she's coming back down again. But what happened today? An anomaly. Okay, so what's going to happen? Don't know. Okay, Felix. Intel, 3% next week. Cool beans. Funny story. I quit trading because it almost ruined my life. A week later, I won the lottery. Cool beans, homie. It's true. Misty pays 70% on dividends. Cool beans. I'm pretty sure they can't sustain it. All right, we got a few more minutes left to go. All right. JEPI is a no. Always was been a no. If you're just tuning in, YouTube channel, the 10-minute trader is where you can content get. Okay, Sean, cool. Caught up to speed. Oh, yeah, there you go. JEPI, no. Walmart, we already did Walmart. That was a no. Dollar General, Vlad, I love Dollar General. All right, Saeed, C-A-P-L, never heard of it. Thanks, James. You have a good night. Yep, all righty then. Buying stocks for $1 million a week after being this daunting. How to get over it? I only trade for 10 or 15 minutes a day. Okay, that's it, 10 or 15 minutes a day. That's when I trade my accounts, right? And then I come here with you guys and I just look at the stuff. What do you think of Tesla over the midterm? Okay, I don't do Tesla. Tesla does not have dividends. What do you think about MU tomorrow? Okay, I looked at MU last night and tonight, and both of those recordings are available on YouTube. Okay, it's 11:19, and I still have like 90 more questions to go. Okay, and we already did MU this evening. Hope you stay safe over the next 72 hours. Thanks, Gallant. Yeah, we're in a brick house. You know, you take a look at the, remember the three little pigs? Straw house, stick house, brick house. Yeah, I'm in a brick house. All right, thoughts on Visa? I like Visa. I don't think the numbers were that good this week. Can't pass up those 5% dividends plays with Wendy's. Yeah, we looked at Wendy's, Berkshire Hathaway all the way, BRKB all the way. Yeah, we looked at Wendy's a couple of weeks ago, and I remember you're the one who suggested it. Yeah, no, Wendy's, the numbers just don't work. Should we think on the DOJ suing them and going into the negative for a long period of time? Overreaction today. Buttered Tat, I don't do politics because people are just uncomfortable with my politics. They are. You know, I grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I am a common sense person. Something that's not taught in school anymore. Common sense. Up, down, left, right, hot, cold, yes, no, illegal, gray area, not a gray area, yeah, no, sorry. I'm strictly common sense. You can call it conservative if you like. I call it common sense. Okay? If you leave the border open, people are going to come in. Okay? If you put people where they don't belong, yeah, shit's going to happen. If you let people get away with stealing shit, yep, stuff's going to get stolen. I'm a common sense person. Okay. Sean, it will have an impact on the stock because of the negative news depending on how long the case lasts. Yeah, I get that. But here's a question, Sean. No matter what happens, think about this. Just for the fun of it, a simple social experiment. Okay? Go to the factory in which you think there's going to be an issue. Sit on the hill overlooking the factory with your binoculars and count how many people coming in and going. Do that every single day. And then when they have bad news, does that number increase or decrease? Does the manager, does the owner, does the supervisor call up people, hey, the stock's down, stay home? They don't do that. Uh-oh, I got to check out this question. It looked like an interesting question. Come on. Where are my questions? Here we go. I hate these emergency alerts. Okay. All right. Kirk STG TV. Do you really believe trading is all about supply and demand, or there is more to it? Well, there's more to it always, of course. Interesting question, though. All right, where was I? All right, Club Med Tom. Hey, James, what do you do if the weekly orders are not filled? I change my orders. Now, I look every single day. I do my orders first thing in the morning, and I like to do a market order. I don't like doing limit orders unless it calls for a limit order. All right? Now, sometimes with limit orders, they don't fill when you want them to. So I adjust them until it does fill. And if that doesn't work, it's always about the numbers. Am I making the numbers I'm looking for? If not, I won't do the trade. Okay, and if it doesn't get filled, well, I'll change it until it does fill, or it does fit the parameters I'm looking for. Okay, John, come back tomorrow. We'll take a look at IRM. Buttered Tat, you can observe the chart to wait for your 30-day bottom. Yeah, you can, but I like the 2 days to the upside off a 30-day bottom. IRM is a no, no, no. Hey, Florida, Georgia, thank you for that. Zim, please. Zim is a no. I know the dividends are horrible. I don't even think Zim has dividends. What is a free way to practice trading? Well, they call that paper trading. Okay, now, TX Vanquisher, Texas Vanquisher, cool name. Texas Vanquisher, almost like a Texas Ranger. Well, you don't mess with those people. Shit. All right, so what were we talking about? Oh, how do you practice for free? Simple. Go to Go to thinkorswim.com. Download the free version. They will allow you to use it. Yeah, paper trading. They will allow you to use it for a month or two. But eventually, if you want to keep using it, they're going to ask you to actually deposit money into the account and start your trading there. Okay, years ago, I wanted to use their information, so I put 50 bucks in, so it allows me to use all their stuff. Until I got to a point where I can dump a bunch of money in and go from there. Anyway, Butter Tat, go to the 10-minute trade. Okay, Sean, it's actually all one word. It's the 10-minute trader. Because the 10-minute trade, that's somebody totally different. Okay, there is somebody called the 10-minute trade. Wynn goes parabolic. Yep. Do you look at the overall position and close for a profit? Milton, excellent question. Unfortunately, Milton, I'm into Wynn higher than it currently is at the moment. I think I'm going to Wynn at the 90s. And Wynn is not close to where I'm actually in it. Okay, so I just keep rolling it forward, keep collecting the premiums until it gets back to where I bought it. Okay, I don't sell at a loss. All right, let's keep on going. Roberta, how are you today? You new to this channel? Nah, righty. SCM monthly. Yeah, no. Jury Rose, what do I think about PLTR? That has no dividends whatsoever. And Lunar, LUNR, yeah, that's a no also. Which one do you recommend with good dividends? All right, David, I actually don't make recommendations. But, David, if you're really interested in what I am trading, up in my bio, you will see a link that goes to the 10-minute trader. Now, under the 10-minute trader, you will see every single trade that I made this year. See them right behind me? Okay, you can click on any single one of those, and it opens up, and it'll show you exactly what I bought. So, Bitto, AEO, MPW, Wynn, Lowe's, and yeah, that's it for that week. Okay, every single week. Now, at the first part of the year, I was sharing 2 accounts with you. And I think it was in July, I picked up a 3rd account to share with you, and that's it. Now I have 6 different accounts. I only share 3 of them. Okay, LUNR, we're not going to be looking at that one tonight because we ran out of time. We have 3 minutes left, and I'm trying to go through the rest of these questions. Which one do you recommend with a good dividend? David, I don't. I always suggest people do your own research. Number one, you're new here, so I don't know you at all, and I feel uncomfortable giving people who I don't know any advice. But if you really want to talk to me, you really want my opinion, drop me your number. I will give you a call tomorrow. Does all the talk about layoffs and cutbacks sway your decisions at all? Well, let's take a good look at Twitter, okay? Just for the fun of it. Twitter was running, however it was running. And then at one point, when Elon bought it, he said, we don't need all these people. And he cut off, I think, 70% of all the, it may have been 80, I don't know, but he cut out a whole bunch of people. You're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, whatever, however you want to look at it. But the company is still running fine without all those other people. So are all those other people pork fat? Ooh, that's a one way of looking at it. Are they really necessities? Or does it just make it easier for other people? I don't know. That's a question I can't answer. Okay, is the company consistently profitable? That's my main concern. Are they consistently profitable? Are they sharing their profits? And is it a company that I want to buy? All right, let's keep on going. Siri, did you get in or out of that stock on Monday? I think I got rid of Siri, didn't I? So I don't have Siri here. Whoops. I don't have Siri here. I don't have Siri there. And I don't have Siri there. So no, I don't have Siri at all. Okay? Just keep on going. So I must have got rid of it last week. Any advice for beginning a trader? I'm 80, learning to trade. Para, wow, good for you, awesome. Now here's the thing. I'm not quite sure what I'm about to say, how it's going to affect you or not. At 18 years of age, okay, you get your whole life ahead of you. You can make a lot of mistakes and still come out on top in the long run. However, Cisco calls the deadwood each year, usually July, any big company should do. Okay, Rob, thank you for that. I'm drinking the wrong drink. Hold on a second. Ginger tea with honey and lemon. Good for the throat. Anyway, so you're 18. Here's the thing. I'm gonna show you something. Tell me what you think. This here is called a comp. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not. This screen here is live on YouTube. All right? So it makes it easier for you to see the little numbers. All right. I don't know if you can see it on your phone or not, but at age 18, all right, so you have what, 55 years to go before you retire? That's a long time. So here's something. Let's say you start out, hypothetically. This is called a compound interest calculator, and it allows you to add money to it on a weekly or monthly basis. Okay, so go to the website, play with it a little bit, and take a look and see what the numbers look like. So if your initial deposit, if you start out with like, say $1,000, and let's say you put in $100 a month, all right, and you grabbing 1% per week, because that's basically what I teach, 1% per week. And you deposit it once a month. Okay, now, you're 18. The number I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. And most people don't do it. Because at 18, if you go 40 years, that's age 58. All right, that's not good, 58. 50 years, then you'll be 68. Nah, that's a little too much. Let's just go 30 years. Hell with it. Let's see what happens in 30 years. So you'll be 48 years old. Now I'm going to compute the savings. Do you see that number there at the bottom? That's a crazy number. All you invested over a 40-year period at $100 a month is $40,000. That's it. $40,000. That's your total investment over a 30-year period. See? 30-year period. But look at the amount of money compounded weekly at 1% a week. Okay, here's a decimal point. 3. That's hundreds. 100,000. 100 million. So that's 19 billion. That's a freaking crazy number. Ace, what's happening? Hope you're behaving. But anyway, just go there and play with it. So you put in, what, $20 a month? $20 a month is kind of silly, but still. The compounded valuation, it's freaking crazy. Because you have something that the rest of us don't have. And that's time. So I can bust out the Mick Jagger, time is on your side, blah, blah, blah. But 18, take your time, persistence, and consistency. Okay, so why spam? I have no idea what you're talking about when you say why spam. All right, we're past 11:30. Let me finish up with these questions. 30 years old and a loaf. Yeah. All righty. Look at the dividend aristocrats like you get some good ticker symbols there. Okay. Costco is the move for upcoming earnings. Look at their dividends since 2008. Okay, thank you. Kashif, how are you? Adam, I know absolutely nothing about options. What are the 3 things you would say to do before buying my first? 3 things I would say. Number 1, does it make sense? Number 2, do you like the stock? Do you like it at that money, at that price? Number 3, how serious are you about your financial future? Because I have found that most people spend more time planning a weekend barbecue than they do on their personal finances. Research Twine, good question. Adam Devine, you need to learn about options trading is and how island works, blah, blah, blah. And choosing a company, look at the implied volatility, probability of being on the money. Yeah. All right, I'm going to disagree with these guys only because the trading strategy I'm teaching here is simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. It was created for a 9-year-old. You start adding that stuff into there, implied volatility, OTM, ITM, and ATM. There's a lot of stuff you can learn that has absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing. Great, you want to learn the Black-Scholes pricing methods. Hakuna, how are you? I'm just getting ready to close out, dude. But it's nice to see that you're here. There is so much you can learn that is totally 100% unnecessary. Okay? Look at it this way. This is a simple trading strategy. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose if you do it right. Now, if you want to learn more, great, fine, go ahead. You really don't need to, though. Okay, adults have a tendency to make this more complicated than it needs to be. Number 1, pick a good company. Number 2, get the timing right. Number 3, does it make sense? Is it the right time to buy it? Because the chart will tell you yes or no. That's freaking ridiculous. Why are we looking at that? Okay, the chart will tell you if it's the right time to buy or not. And then the numbers will tell you how much you're making. It's a simple strategy. Once you start implementing more stuff into it, it becomes more complicated. Puts on the way down, collect the dividends. Yeah. Adam Devine, go to the 10-Minute Trader website or the YouTube channel, learn the basics. Yep. There's a lot of basic information you can get for free on YouTube. I'm here every night. You can learn what I do. I average 1% a week, which is over 50% per year. Who pays dividends when you have fully paid lending? Okay, Britton Fisher, I have no idea what you're talking about, but you got my interest. Send me a DM. I'm willing to listen to what you have to say. Who needs dividends when you have fully paid lending? I have no idea what that means, but I'm kind of interested in what it says. I started from my journey from the YouTube channel. Cool. Want to know the symbol of the stock. T. That's it. T. AT&T. T. That's the symbol of the stock. Lonnie, FXI. Yeah, no. Tyrese, Abdul, Rahim. What are you trying to say? Bro, no. Okay, some of these things are silly. Yes, sir. This can sound confusing. I don't have a solid foundation. Well, Adam, my suggestion is keep coming back. It's really not that difficult. Okay, I'm pretty sure you've heard of Apple. I'm pretty sure you've heard of Home Depot, Lowe's, AT&T, MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Colgate Palmolive, Clorox. There's hundreds upon hundreds of companies that you probably know of. After The Intelligent Investor, what book would you recommend? I would say Wall Street Money Machine by Wade Cook. Simple, easy, and you definitely should read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. When you say dividends, do you look for the ones that give you dividends bi-weekly or quarterly? I haven't seen a single company that pays dividends on a weekly basis. So most of them are quarterly. Some of them are monthly. Some of them are annually, and some of them are biannually. Thanks, James. What? That's what I meant. I can put a limit in and may or may not take it. Exactly. I'm glad that works for you, Andrea. Church Sabag, the 3% rule is a must. Ashton, I have no idea what you're talking about, the 3% rule. I keep holding my options and losing my ass. Life flipped upside down. Well, this is the first time I've seen you here. Okay? Now, I don't buy options. I sell options. Okay? 80% of all options expire worthless. I'm in 3 Signals by Jason Kelly. I have no idea who he is. Go to the 10-minute trader channel. Yep. Upside down. Your answers are there. They're pretty vague. Thanks. What stock is symbol for Riley? R-I-L-Y. Zignet, G-O-F. What is that? Go on, fucker. You can't trade options on TradingView. Okay, QDTE, hell no. This is the best platform, Thinkorswim. I like Thinkorswim too. I've been using it for over 20 years. 86, dude, I'm just getting ready to close out. And I'm just, I missed all these. Uh-oh. 86 just getting here. Sean, yeah, I know. Someone asked for a ticker symbol. Oh, Brian, my apologies, brother. No problem. MU? Yep, we already looked at MU 86. We can hear you fine. Hey, I'm old, dude. All right. Good night and thank you, Milton. All right. Eyes are heavy. My sights are dim. It's time to talk for the night. Talk to you in the morning. Rich Bruno, my eyes are heavy too. I dozed off. Did you get into Siri on Monday? No. I sold Siri last week. Thank God it's not common sense, and they teach kids how it makes them feel in class, not facts anymore. Yeah, I know, it's sad. I got really upset with my son. Yeah, man, thanks for your time. You're welcome. I got really upset with my son when he decided to send him to kindergarten. I said, what, are you kidding me? With the stuff they're teaching nowadays? Anyway. Thank God you use common sense, yeah. Yeah, I'm a common sense kind of guy. Brick house. Oh, she's a brick house. She's mighty. Teach your children well. Their father's hell didn't slowly go by. Interesting. Sim does. I have no idea what sim does means. Milton. My Kohl's is in the red, but tomorrow's dividend makes me feel a little better. All right, Larissa. My Kohl's is in the red also, but here's the thing. I have no intention whatsoever selling at a loss. I will move it forward, and every single week, move it forward, move it forward, move it forward, and every single week I will collect a premium, until it turns around and goes back up. What did you say, 40K to 19 billion? Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Do you make 52% a year? Yep. Well, this year, I'm going to make a hell of a lot more than that. Enron, hold on 1 second. Da-dum-dum. Oh, that's not what I want. I want to look at current trades for 2024. All right? Current trades for 2024. Here we go. At this moment in time. Ready? At this moment in time, account number 1 is up over 50%, 46 at the moment, but I haven't put in the last 3 weeks. 46%. Account number 2, 69%. Account number 3, which started in July, is at 10.5%. So at 69%, and we're only in week number 39, we still have 14 weeks left. I think, yeah, I made over 52% this year. I like barbecuing, so do I. Alibaba, QDTE is a no. IP, International Paper, cool. What are you thinking about X? Oh, Pablo Escobar. How are you? Okay, Pillwood. I do like international paper. I'm not gonna look at it tonight. We are way past 11:30. And I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. What is a premium? Oh my goodness. A premium is the amount of money you collect when you sell a covered call to someone else. Come back tomorrow. I'm here every night, 9 p.m. to 11:30. It's 11:45. I'm tired. Eyes are heavy. Sight is dim. I got to stop for the night. What is that? Hotel California? You guys have a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow. What was that? I've been running dividend plays for 14 years. Agreed. Good night, amigo. Hasta luego, señor. You guys have a nice night over here on